Did you ever want to try a drink from a movie that you love? Well, you're in luck because I'm going to show you how to make frozen butterbeer from Harry Potter. Frozen butterbeer is a fantastic drink to have, but you can only get it at one place, so I'm here to show you how to make it at ease in your kitchen at any time you want. I think frozen butterbeer is one of the best frozen drinks to have, and it's also really cool because it's from a very sought-out series of movies called Harry Potter. So I hope to explain to you how Harry Potter has been very significant in the world today, what ingredients you need for frozen butterbeer, and how to actually make the frozen butterbeer. So, first off, Harry Potter started out as books and now is into movies. So according to Pottermore website Last Access, March 14, 2019, we think it's fair to say that 20 years and 500 million books later, Harry Potter still has the power to transport us to a whole new world within its pages, which I couldn't agree with more because I remember when I was in elementary school and middle school, in that little transfer period, the books were coming out and the books were very thick. I really enjoyed them. Hands down, they're one of the best fiction books that I could really picture in my head when I was reading the pages. So that was really cool to see that. And the movies came out. So all the books were great. All of my friends, all myself included, were all reading these books, loved them. And now the movies were coming out. So it was cool to see the correlation, how they tied together one hand in hand when they came out. So also, according to Boston Global website Last Access, March 15, 2019, it taught publishers that as long as the books are good, kids will read them, no matter how long they are or how many you write. Which I was explaining a little bit earlier. The books were very thick, regardless of what book it was. Everybody was reading them, at least my friends were, and we were only, in elementary school, middle school age, and we really enjoyed them. That we could read them, hand after hand, page after page, every series or every book it came out. So there's also a Harry Potter land, what I was explaining from the books and movies, which is how it's been popularized in the world today. There's a theme park in Orlando called Universal Studios, and it has two theme parks, and both have a Harry Potter land. One is Hogsmeade, one's Hogwarts, which is where they went to school, versus where the little village is where they can have shops and stuff. And really, I have annual passes there, and it really transports you to the movie itself. It's an exact replica. You see everything, including the castles. Every very detailed description of the book is put into there. And they have shows. Everybody can buy their own wand. But that's where the frozen butterbeer is actually originated from. You can get frozen or you can get regular, which I agree, the frozen's a lot better. But these lands are, identical to what you can picture in your head and what you see in the movies. So it's really cool to see that, how it's been popularized in the world today. So, it has a very big fan base, and that's why I chose Harry Potter frozen butterbeer as my choice. So next, you should know what ingredients you need. So you want to have two cream sodas. One I only have in my hand right now. The other one I'll explain a little bit later of what I did with that. So you want to have any brand, doesn't matter. Great Value is what I chose, which is just Walmart brand. It was cheap. It still tastes the same, I think. And it's kind of hard to find cream soda, so this is one of the best ones, I think. You want to have whipping cream, any type. This was a Target brand. You want to have a squirt bottle is the easiest for this because you want to be able to mix it. So this is one of the best ways to do it, just to have any Smuckers, which is what I picked. Squirt bottle for butterscotch. You want to have just some sort of mixing bowl and a spoon mixing tool anyway to mix the two ingredients together. This is what I have. This is the cream soda. You want to have it like a slushy-like material because it's kind of thick. You want to have it as frozen. So when you do it, you want to have the other half of this bottle be able to put in the freezer. So you want to have a Tupperware that could be in the freezer. Any type would be fine. But I had actually done this on accident, and this is the other one that was used, and it was too thick to use, so I had to do it again. And then you also want to have any sort of blender type to be able to mix the materials together. So on from that, I'm going to explain a little bit about how to actually make the frozen butterbeer. So to start off, you want to have the frozen butterbeer. You can pour that right into the blender itself. And it's a little bit icy, which is kind of nice. Have that there, just to leave that there. You want to do the whipping cream into the bowl. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's actually a brand new bottle. You want to do about a fourth of that because you don't want to have too much. It's just for a topping flavor. You want to have that. And then pour about 3 seconds or 4 seconds of caramel syrup. Make it better. Butterscotch syrup. You want to just mix it together. Have it as a nice topping. You don't want to have it too thick or too liquidy. So just make sure it's a nice dense flavor to be able to put on top because it adds that sweetness to the frozen butterbeer. So just mix it together, give it a little bit to mix together. In the meantime, you can let that sit for a little bit. The other bottle comes in handy. So you want to grab the other bottle that's room temperature or a little lightly chilled. Pour that into the blender itself because that's what adds a little bit extra cream soda flavor and gives it more of a slushy flavor. So I'm just going to blend this up just real quick. Grab the cup and there you have that. And as your nice topping material. And there you go. So you have your brown cream soda on the bottom and your light white whipping cream or the butterscotch caramel flavor to it. That makes it a lot better. So there's your frozen butterbeer. I only made it to where my desired type, which wasn't too much. So as I said, in summary, frozen butterbeer is a fantastic drink to have, but you can only get it at certain places. So this is why I wanted to explain to everybody how to easily make it at in your own kitchen, at your own ease, anytime you want. So I hope you learned how Harry Potter has been popularized in the world today, what ingredients you need for Harry Potter butterbeer, and also how to actually make the frozen butterbeer. So instead of driving to Orlando or Hollywood, you can make it in your own kitchen, at your own time, anytime you want.